Hello.
Yo, you alright?
You alright?
I'm all good, mate. How about you?
I'm good. I'm very good.
All good, mate. Have you had training this morning, have you?
Yeah. Just finished up a session with Gav.
Yeah,
Had a
nice.
cardio win and a grappling one.
Yeah,
Mm.
nice. So let's jump into it then. Obviously, your opponent, Joe Bassett. Do you know much about him?
Yeah. And I know he's had a few white collar boxing fights. So, we might be coming to strike, which will be fun.
Yeah,
My last fight, the striking. I think it was quite entertaining. So to go up against someone like him, it'd be a good fight. And, that's what I like to do. I like to put on good fights.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've had people, I've seen people like talk about this fight,
Mm.
about how exciting it's going to be. It'd be a great fight between you. It's possibly going to steal the show. Would you agree with that?
I hope so, yeah. That's what I plan to do, because when I fight and I've got people coming to watch me, I just wanna put on a good fight for them. Like that's what I do it for at the end of the day, just to, have fun, have a good time. And
Yeah,
hopefully, we do put on a good fight.
yeah, definitely, mate. Just had someone there say double head kick time. You known for throwing double head kicks, are you?
You know what? I don't know where that come from. That just happened in the fight. Like I've never practiced a double head kick in my life, and it just come to me at the time, and it worked. Because it was the start of the sequence that finished the fight. So it's one of
What,
them.
the one with your last one with Joe
Yeah,
Chu? Or?
Joe Chu, yeah.
All right, I didn't even have somehow didn't notice that. Must have been caught up in the excitement. So it was like, did you drop kick him or something?
No, what it was so I did a 1-2 right head kick. Like I know that technique from Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. If you've probably seen him throw it a few times.
Yeah,
Do that, and then when I landed the right head kick, I followed up with the left head kick. It was quite unorthodox, quite not one you'd really teach.
yeah.
But it just happened, and it seems to work.
See, when you said double head kick, like I'm onto it now that you say that. Like I thought, like you'd proper drop kicked him, and you know,
Beat him
especially
on.
when you're saying you've never like never drilled it or anything. So
Oh,
uh, I mean, yeah, I had you drop kicking someone.
no, maybe my next one.
But do that in your next one, yeah.
Yeah,
Drop kick them. So uh, moving on, then obviously you was scheduled to have a fight in February on the
yeah.
last Almighty. Does that mean then your camp has basically been longer because of that pullout?
Mm. Well, no, not really, because not really going with camps. Just really just living that lifestyle of training every day. Twice
Yeah,
a day, six times a week, doing my strength and conditioning, doing my MMA sessions in the gym, eating well, staying healthy, and that's just my life. I don't really, a fight comes up, which this one did, which I'm happy it did. I'll take it, I'll fight, and then after the fight, I'll have like a week off, and then just get right back to that lifestyle. That's what I'm doing.
yeah. I know when we had Gav on, he did speak about that and trying to get into that mindset of being constantly ready, essentially. Is that something that you would recommend everyone trying to do rather than doing the camps?
Definitely, yeah, because you're just living that life, aren't you? And I think that's what the best fighters do. They live that life. They don't just have a 6 week fight camp and then go fat after it. Just live that fight life, and that's what I want to do. Obviously, as an amateur, that's my goal, to live that fight life. So that's how I
Yeah.
want to do it.
So I don't you get like little treats in here and there, or you
Course,
just
yeah, yeah. So you know, just after a fight, I'll have a week to myself. Eating loads of
yeah,
food. You've got to really mentally. It's not good yet after you've regretted going back and training, but it's one of them. You've got to treat yourself mentally, and then just get right back to things.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think sort of breaks it up almost, doesn't it? Like
Mm.
you treat yourself, breaks that whole staying clean and that up, just to make it easier, as you say, mentally.
Yeah,
Um, so my next question did sort of come off that long camp kind of thing. So obviously
mm.
you don't focus on camps, but in your opinion, like with other people, then do you think pullouts can have an effect on the mind? So obviously, like say your situation, if you were to do camps, you know, you've had this person, he's pulled out, you're like, oh, now you've got to get yourself sort of mentally prepared for another 4 weeks when you were at the end of a
Yeah.
camp. Do you think that could have an effect on people?
You know what? I think it could, yeah, but personally it didn't. I just got up the next day, you know, did me strength and conditioning or whatever it was in the morning, and then went to gym at the night at the same food. You know, obviously, you know, you take it in. It's annoying, but I just
Yeah,
get right back to things because that's what I enjoy doing. I don't see training as something like that I dread. You know, like, oh, I've just got to get through this fight camp. I love it. It's what I do.
yeah,
It's routine. Uh, that's my perfect day is waking up, going to the gym, and then throughout the day doing what I need to do, get that done, and then go training in the night. So, nah, it doesn't affect me at all, really. But I can see why it could for some people if they dread training, but I don't. So, no, it's no problem.
is that something that's always been instilled in titanium? Because I know like you got a lot of background in Thai. You got a lot of Thai fighters as well. When I spoke to Alex Kenton, he said about not really having camps in Thai. So is that something that's always been instilled in titanium in their fighters?
Well, you know what? I think that comes from Gav Hughes because he's always said that, and that's what he's tried to get us to do. Is just live that fight life, you know. Not thinking it in like segments like, oh, you've got to get in and train for this. Just living that fight life, and you know that's I think we've all took that from him
Yeah,
to live the life instead of, you know, because if you don't live the life, if you just eat what you want, and then comes 6 weeks and you're forcing yourself to eat the right food and get it up every day, your body's not gonna want to do it. You're not gonna perform.
yeah,
But then when you do live that life and you're training all the time, and you're eating well all the time, you know, you enjoy it more.
yeah.
Mm.
And have you always been like that then, or was there periods where you had to sort of get your body and mind into that?
No, I definitely wasn't always like that. No, you know, when I was a bit younger, about 16, first started having me Thai fights. You know, there was definitely a lot of learning to do from, you know, when I started working with Gav more, especially
Yeah,
because you know, MMA, we started to take that stuff more like, started to take it more serious and I see it could go somewhere. You know,
yeah,
when I first started fighting, you know, it was just a hobby. I'd just go college and go training and I'd not really care what I was doing. But then, as I had a few more fights, another MMA fight, um, you know, I wanted to take it on more seriously. So started, you know, taking stuff from Gav, you know, eating well, living that fight life, and yeah, that's where it started really.
yeah. For anyone who might want to do that, you know, change the way they live their lifestyle and start sort of living that clean life. What sort of tips would you give for people to basically make that a habit? Because obviously it's
Mm.
about habit building and you know, and then getting a lifestyle. So what sort of tips would you give people who may want to do that?
I think you've just got to jump straight into it. Like at first, like eating healthy and training all the time, you think it's a massive chore, and then you realise it's better for you
Yeah,
because you don't dread it. Then you're feeling good all the time, you're training all the time. You know, obviously we started training in MMA because we love it, and
yeah,
then you know if you're not eating well, you're not going to enjoy yourself. So when you're feeling good doing it, you're gonna have a good time, aren't you? And you're gonna want to do it more. You know, it works. You're enjoying yourself more, and you're putting in more work. So you know, it's just
yeah,
throw yourself into it really, and you'll enjoy
yeah.
it.
How many fights did you have in Thai before you decided to switch to MMA?
I think it was about 6 or 7. I think it was like 6 Thai fights and 1 K1 fight. But that was after my MMA debut, that K1 fight.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. And the Thai as well, I do enjoy getting in the ring. Like getting in the cage is fun, you know. I love both of it, but there's something about the ring and them gloves as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I could be active in both. You know, if the opportunity, obviously MMA is the goal, but if the opportunity comes up, I will fight Thai or maybe, you know, K1.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you just like that? By the sounds of it, you like that sort of close contact, just
Yeah,
wail it out
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's what my last K1 fight was. It's on a
Yeah.
fight scene. That was just a scrap, just, you know, gloves on, just throwing down.
Yeah. Just going for it.
Yeah. Which
So
obviously, I don't think, you know, my coaches want me doing that in MMA, just, you know, throwing down, but I do love a scrap, you know what I mean?
yeah, if it presents itself, you're gonna go for it.
Definitely.
So what was it then? So obviously, with you having sort of your start in Thai, what was it that made you sort of go from the Thai to the MMA? Was it the popularity of it, or had you seen MMA prior to having your Thai fights?
Well, what it was, I didn't start as like a Thai fighter. I was never really a Thai fighter. I was just, when I first joined the gym, I liked MMA. But I just built up fighting experience before I had my MMA debut. I didn't rush into it early. You know, as I was doing Thai, I was always in the grappling as well, and that helped massively. And it was all just getting experience. You know, I had a few MMA interclubs before that as well. It was all building towards my MMA debut. It weren't like a, you know, specifically for Thai, because I never really fought like a Thai fighter. I weren't really, you know, you could say like I come from Thai, but really I was always training MMA and just building experience, which I just think was the best option, because as soon as I made my debut, I could just go then. Well, that was the plan, to just actively fight MMA, but it hasn't really went to plan because of COVID and then not being able to get matches. But as soon as we get going, you know, that's when I'm gonna get stuff done. I'm gonna achieve what I want to achieve. Finally, I've got a fight this year. Hopefully, you know, after that, we just get another one booked, and then, you know, see what happens there.
Yeah. Have you had trouble getting matchups in that? Have you found
We have
being
this
able to
year,
get
yeah.
them?
Obviously February, Almighty and Barnsley, the lad pulled out for whatever it is. I didn't know the reason. And then for our show KCC, just couldn't get a match. I don't know why, but you know, obviously they've offered the fight and advertised it, but just didn't get a match. So I'm happy to be matched now for a good card, Almighty in the Olympia. You just don't get any better than the Olympia for amateur. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it.
And so what was you mentioned you were into MMA before you even got into the gym. So what was your sort of first memory of MMA?
You know what? It just stemmed from being like 15, not really doing much, just being bored. And you know, my mate just said to me, you know, come along to this. And then when I first started, I loved it. I was playing footy at the time. I weren't really good at football. And then when I got into MMA, it just felt right. And then I just knew from then it was, you know, that was my thing. That was my sport. That's what I was going to put all my time and effort into.
Yeah. So what did you attend a lab event, or did you just go to the gym at first and then you've started to watch it?
Yeah, I've just went to gym at first, and I just, you know, really in me head I was just thinking, like, you know, self defense. You know, it'd be good to learn, wouldn't it? And then I just started to get that, you know, started getting into it, like the sport of it, competing. I never went in thinking, I want to fight. You know, like none of that. Just got in and trained, and you know, it's worked out.
Yeah. So let's go back to the fight then. Obviously, Joe, you said he's had a few white collar boxing fights. With you having striking as well, do you think there's the possibility that we could see it go to the ground? or
Yeah.
are you trying to not have it go there at all?
You know what? I think I never really engage with the wrestling. I don't really want to like try and give out a plan, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
I just go out and strike because I'm good
yeah,
at it. So why would I take someone down? And if they engage with the wrestling, I don't like to back away from that. Like
yeah.
if you watch me fights, people have engaged with the grappling, and I've just stuck with it. And then the last one, I ended up getting the triangle. But
Yeah,
when I go out and fight, I just go out and strike because why would I take it down? Because I don't feel like anyone can really stand with me. So why would I want to take anyone down?
yeah, yeah, definitely. So with that in mind, then, what's been your favourite sort of slugfest that you've seen where someone's just threw down? What's some of your favourites?
My favourite, probably Max Holloway. He just goes out and puts it on people, and
Yeah,
like Carl, probably him versus Calvin Guitar. Just throwing that. He's what inspires me really to throw it down.
yeah,
It's entertaining that you could go in and just grind out decisions, but like I'm putting so much time and effort into it. I'm gonna enjoy myself. You know what I mean? I want to do what I like, what I love.
yeah.
Having a good fight.
I want to give people something to remember to when they leave the event. Like, oh,
Definitely,
that
yeah.
like
Mm.
went in there and left it all in there. And we want
Yeah,
to give people something to remember after the event.
because it's a sport, isn't it? But it's at the top level, it's entertainment. So
Yeah,
I want to get to the top level. I want to be entertaining as well as winning.
yeah. That seems more and more these days. The entertainment factor is becoming a bigger thing in it.
Mm.
As much as people don't like him, what Colby does, that's classed as entertainment.
Yeah, you
Kind
know,
of McGregor made it the biggest thing it is with the entertainment side of it. So
yeah,
I think now it is a big factor.
yeah.
Um, but have you seen like any of the older ones, or like your Guida and Sanchez fight, and
Yeah,
or the Ultimate Fighter ones like Griffin and Bonner and that?
yeah, of course. You
Yeah,
watch it on YouTube. You go down a rabbit hole of like all crazy old fighting you. No,
yeah,
I've looked through all them. Yeah,
yeah. You do
love
like
all that.
there's loads like Leonard Garcia and the Korean Zombie. That one in WC, and they fought.
Mm.
That was a crazy one. And then Chris Lehman's another mad one that likes to do that. Just throw down.
Yeah. you
He's
know,
crazy.
if it comes, it comes. You have to sometimes. In a fight, you might have to throw down at one point. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
obviously, I like that. I like a scrap. But the best things, are knockouts.
yeah,
Something I want. Because in my last fight, I feel like I could have finished the kid on the feet. But then he just engaged with the wrestling, and I didn't want to shy away from it. I wanted to be like, go on, if you want to wrestle, let's wrestle. Got the triangle.
yeah.
Mm.
Show that you're well versed in that side of it as well. You
Yeah,
can strike, but I can do this as well. Don't get confused.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Yeah,
for for you, like with fighters and that, you always hear them say there's no feeling like it, whether that's competing, getting a knockout, anything like that. For you, what is it that makes it so special that every time you'll carry on with it, you'll fight regardless of how many bumps you get? What is it that makes that feeling of fighting so special?
it's not really the knife for me. It's just the entirety of it. Like I'm
Mm.
getting up every day and I'm doing something. Like I don't like to. I get bored easily, so I don't like sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah,
I've got a goal. I'm busy all the time. I'm never sitting there bored or wasting my time. It's that whole lifestyle is what I enjoy. Obviously, fight night's amazing. Like as you said, there is nothing like it. That accomplishment at the end of it, it's great. You know what I mean? But the main thing for me is just staying busy, staying active.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. I'll probably ask Sean this later as well when I speak to him. But for you, in your opinion, having Thai as like a striking art, obviously, there's wrestling and sambo and that's a sort of good base for a striking base. Do you think Thai is probably one of the best to have when you have that sort of crossover into MMA?
You know what? Yeah, I do think that. Yeah, people compare it with karate and that.
Mm.
Personally for me, I do like the Thai base. But we get taught Thai by is Tony O'Mara.
Yeah,
He's the striking coach, and he's not just like you see like a classic Thai. He knows how to teach that as well to us. Give us good pads, give us good advice that'll work. So
yeah,
so it's not specifically Thai that when you see like people from our gym that have come from, they've done Thai fights before. Well-rounded strikers, because of the likes of Tony and that. And
yeah,
I like how the gym's set up because we've got Gav and Jay. Gav Hughes being the head coach, and they're still active in MMA.
yeah,
We just abundance of knowledge from them. You know what I mean? Very experienced. And then we've obviously got Tony, who's he's the Thai coach. He's had Thai fights in the past, and as I said, he can teach us right. Not just classic Thai where just the scoring body kicks and that. Proper striking. And then we've got Fabio as well. He's a black belt from Brazil, and he's not just any black belt as well. He's a I think he's a 2-time world champion.
yeah.
So just getting all that, I just think it's a perfect setup. Very happy where I am.
Yeah.
No, I'm confident in my team. You know what I mean? Confidence my team can take me far. Believe in them, listen to them.
Yeah, definitely. You got a lot of good people around you, a lot of good mentors to be able to get you in the place that you want to be.
Yeah.
So you mentioned KCC earlier. Obviously, they had a great event.
Yeah.
But your teammate fought on there, Ben Kiffin. Now there's a bit of controversy around the decision. I just want to get your take on the fight.
You know what? It's obviously for Ben at the moment. You get something taken away from you, don't you? But you know what? As soon as you come out the cage, you went up to him, and he was just like he's not bothered because it's his amateur career. He's got bigger goals than winning an amateur fight. You know what I mean? Certainly, bigger goals than that. So getting that taken away from you, it is bad. It's not good. It's not ideal. No one wants it. But he's looking further than it, and he's happy to get a loss in his amateur because you learn from them, don't you? Even though you wouldn't really say it's a loss, but he's done it really well. He's in the gym. It's not. It's not. He's handled it very well, which is it's good to see.
Yeah. I mean, that must be confusing. So, like, I've won, but technically I've lost. Like, where they were looking out to see about the improvements because he had a great fight. I think I said to him, like, he took that second round and that last round. It could have possibly been a 10-8. You know what I mean? Because he controlled the majority of it. That's like, but how do you look at that fight and go, well, where can I make improvements? Because he performed so well, you know what I mean? And he technically won the fight, but according to the judges, he didn't.
Yeah.
That's like something that I was thinking, but maybe it's like fans and that are looking at that too much with Ben. Obviously, it's like not bothered, you know what I mean? I've got things to go forward to, you know what I mean? So maybe it's people like myself now looking at it a bit too much. So, as usual, I usually just ask some random questions as well to finish off. So I've been asking this the past two I've done. So the first one is what scares you?
What scares me?
It can be anything from with your fight career to there was a mention of spiders on the last one. They can, it's
what scares me? Being bored and
being bored.
and being My brother's just commented me. You know, there's truth to that, you know. There's truth to that. Because although, you know, I'm fighting and that, he's my older brother, he's got that mental thing on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
I know what you mean. He's the older brother, so even when you're being younger, he's always going to be the bigger brother, essentially. So,
yeah,
I get that. But I understand that the boredom as well, because sometimes like I'll sit around and be like, oh, what am I doing? What can I do? You know what I mean? It's sort of that not wanting to be inactive.
Yeah, not doing anything. Yeah, not doing anything with your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One life, innit?
Yeah. Table tennis? Are you a good player at table tennis, are you?
Well, Dylan's just commented playing me on table tennis. I beat him, I think it was 5 games to 0 yesterday, so I don't know what he's thinking there.
He's trying to do the mental warfare with you, try and get your skin to the next time, innit?
Did it work yesterday?
So the next one then is who is your inspiration and why?
Who's my inspiration? You know, the thing that came to me at first, my favourite fighter, Max Holloway. Like he just goes out there and he just bangs, like he says, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just going out, being entertaining, being the hardest working, and just like simply being the best. Like I look up to that, you know. But I'd say yeah. But I've got a lot. I've got a lot of inspiration. Like that's just, you know, one. There's loads around me in the gym. You know what I mean? All my coaches, you know, all the other fighters, everyone around me, they inspire me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Before we go on then, because you mentioned Holloway, I'm going to sort of get your take on what you think the scorecard is between Volk and what you think are happening in the third one.
You know, I don't know. It's an interesting thing in it because them fights show how like styles make matchups. Like because Max Holloway could go on and beat someone that Volk couldn't.
Yeah.
Kind of shows how MMA math doesn't work out and like how tight they are. You know, they're not finishing. So they're going 5 rounds. Like 5 rounds not enough for them. Like you don't even want to put a winner on them fights. You know what I mean? Because they're just so tight.
Yeah.
But you know that's the UFC's problem, not in it. You know what I mean? They've got to think what they're gonna do with them too.
It's sort of similar recently as being like Moreno and Figgy.
Yeah.
Like how close they come and fighting each other. You know their styles, how they clash, and I mean it's rare that you find two fighters existing at the same time like that. Where you know what I mean. The
That's what the
fights can
top
be
level is like now. Though, innit?
Yeah.
They're fighting for titles. They could probably fight every 3 months. The game's got that good. You know?
And I don't think anyone would complain and seeing, you know, Vulcan Holloway 10 or whatever that's to. But so the next one then, if you could have an unlimited supply of anything, what would it be?
you got to say money, haven't you? You say money.
Yeah.
I think money's your freedom, innit?
It is. Yeah.
Like I think the most important thing, is obviously your health, and then your health around the people around you, and then the third thing's money, because that's freedom. You can do what you want with money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Comments of bitches.
Yeah, no, you're right, mate. And like a lot of people will say, "Oh, money's not everything," and it isn't, but it also is, because you can have that freedom to, when you've got that money, to improve your health. You know, you can buy better quality food. You know, so it does play a big part in things.
Who tells you money isn't everything? People with money who want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the worst lies. You know, money isn't everything, but try get by without it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely. So what have we got for you next? So you mentioned there about you like to treat yourself for like a week after the fight. So that's the case. What's your favourite dessert?
Oh, you know what? It's a brownie with ice cream.
Yeah,
Oh, so heavy.
go down well after eating healthy and that for weeks on
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Down well.
definitely, definitely. There's low. You know what? You know what else is good? Candy crave. Get on that.
Candy crave.
Yeah, that's Ben's
Yeah,
sweets. That's a good.
yeah.
Ben's always got the candy crave on him when after his fights, you just see him in the back eating them. And
What what was he like on the last one? Because I know they were there at
yeah,
KCC.
yeah. They've actually just there's a limited supply, weren't there? So that.
Just take the whole stall with them. Like, yeah, I'm sorted.
Yeah, he was sorted, Ben. Really.
Yeah. I, I like a good not many people might like but a banoffee pie or something.
Yeah,
You're into your banoffee.
I don't even think I've ever had that. You know.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
So there's biscuit base, caramel, whipped cream, and bananas.
nah,
Yeah.
not that. Not doesn't sound for me that whipped cream and
No.
get the banana stuff. Especially if it's just I eat bananas loads. I don't want to have one of them after me fight. You know what I mean?
Well, give it a try sometime and let me know what you think. You never know. You might go, oh yeah, that's not too bad with the caramel. Does it
Yeah.
all come together? Well, I'm getting hungry now, so I'm gonna move on. Um, so to finish up then, mate.
Mm.
April 2nd comes around. You get
Yeah,
in that cage.
yeah.
What's the expectation? What can people expect? What do you want to expect?
A good fight. A good fight
Yeah.
to the finish. I just don't see it any other way. He's gonna come out. He's got hands on it.
Mm.
I'm gonna come out. I love to strike. I'm definitely going for the finish. You know, I don't think judges really like us, so there's no chance of going to the judges.
You and Joel in particular, or their
Nah, our
gym?
gym.
Gym?
I'm just gonna accept judges don't like us. So
Yeah, you got to get the job done within those
yeah,
few rounds that you've got.
yeah. I mean, he
Yeah,
doesn't want to finish any. Everyone just wants a good highlight. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what you want to go for. That's what everyone likes. Mm.
There's as we said before, it's entertainment and it's
Yeah,
shock value. You know, it's
yeah, yeah. I mean, people come. If just one person buys a ticket for my fight and comes, like I appreciate that loads, and I want to give them a good, give them a good time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
definitely.
what I want to do. And that also inspires me as well when I'm training. I'm thinking, got a fight coming up soon. I've got to put it in so I can go out there and not let people down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, definitely. Listen, mate, I appreciate you coming on, speaking to me. Best of skill,
Thank you.
April 2nd, or just best of power, whatever it might be. Yeah, best of luck, April 2nd, mate, and again, appreciate you for coming on and having a
Yeah.
chat with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Ta.